Goldoa, the land of dragons, lies secluded in the southwestern corner of Tellius. No foreigner, Laguz or Bjork, is permitted within its borders. The Alliance emerges from the lava tubes and into Goldoa by accident. The Dragon King, Daginsia, is displeased by this trespass. However, Ike's former companions, Nasir and Ina, appeal to Daginsia to allow the passage of the Laguz Alliance. Raisin's actions during the last war earn them the grudging respect of King Daginsia, who allows them safe passage. Meanwhile, Benyan calls off its pursuit of the Alliance and finds its passage into Gallia blocked by the nation's great mountains and deep forests.
Hello? Hello? Am I heard now? This, by the way, is why I don't like the fact that I can't monitor my audio anymore. Like, they could just... Like this is why monitoring the audio in the game is the best possible thing to... Or in OBS is the best thing ever. Because then I know exactly what's happening. I don't know a vague idea of what I'm hearing from the freaking from the freaking microphone or whatever. Do not like. Do not like. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. I was mostly just talking about how Gallia is the best possible landmass for it being this a completely secluded country.
The Army's momentum breaks upon these obstacles.
Like they don't even have, like they've got like maybe a few small ways of dealing with it. Attempting to invade Gallia would be actually suicide, even without the dragons.
Diplomatic protocol. Valtome petitions the queen for passage.
Like even without the dragons, invading Gallia is actually suicide.
Goes against the wishes of the Crimean nobles and resolutely denies.
Not Gallia, Goldoa. Sorry, Goldoa.
Enrages Valtome, who sees Crimea as little more than a vassal of the empire. Ignoring Zelgius's counsel, Valtome orders his army. That's
my favorite thing about Goldoa in these games. They're present throughout the. They're just present. They're just there. You never go to Goldoa. Like there's like single-digit times you go to Goldoa, and it's just, and the dragons are just there, freaking aura farming. Constant aura farming. Your Majesty, the Binyan army has crossed the border. They're seizing food and supplies and calling it tribute to the Empire. There are no casualties yet, but they're acting like bandits. I see, so they simply ignored me. What shall I tell you of the troops, Your Majesty? Order the Royal Knights to mobilize. Ride out and advise Binyan to withdraw. If they do not comply, I approve the use of force to remove them from our lands. But, Your Majesty, this is the Binyan army we're talking about. It would be unwise to provoke them. I had hoped to avoid this situation, but the Empire's attempts to strong-arm our people shall not go unanswered. Deploying the Royal Knights is the only way to protect our borders from incursion. However, I remain open to suggestions. Do you have an alternate plan of action, Lord Saran? No, please forgive my impertinence, Your Majesty. It's quite alright. It's quite right. I'm glad we're in agreement, Lord Saran. This whole situation disturbs me greatly. I wonder what is happening to the Empire. It's a schism. Honestly, worst outcome. It's not just political. It's also religious. It's like the peak. Do not have an opinion scenario, because you will be wrong. And everyone's gonna hate you for having an opinion. I doubt the Apostle would allow this sort of thing to happen. We should prepare for the worst. I fear something horrible must be happening within Binyan. Maybe I should have tried harder to not get Astrid killed. I think if I give... I'm not necessarily giving it to her because I think it's ideal. Moreover, I'm just giving it to her for safekeeping. Because I think that Marcia will join up with Ike and his crew. At some point. Hey, did you hear? The Imperial Army is requesting Crimea's assistance. Yeah, I heard. I'll send the messenger to treat our queen with no respect at all. Who do they think they are? Shh, not so loud. Banyan is ruled by the Apostle. They helped us when they invaded. It's only right that we pay back the favor by coming to their aid. But Banyan is fighting the beast tribes of Gallia. Why would we fight Gallia? The beast tribes helped us rebuild Crimea. That's true, but come on, think about it. Who'd you rather side with, a land of Bjork or a land of Sub-Legus? Guy almost slurred. He... Literally 1984. Literally 1984. He knew that if he finished that statement, he's dead. Just right then and there. The answer's plain as day. We side with the Bjork. You have a point. I'd choose Gallia over Banyan. Really? But why? The people of Gallia helped us rebuild the village, even though we're Bjork. They even repaired the road to the farm that's up on the mountain. That wasn't an easy job either. Just got that one. You just get that one galleon who's just... He's an architect. Alright. Does not know a word of English. But for some reason, he always gets the job done. Yes, I remember. What's his name? Mordecai? He was strong, yet very kind. He looked frightening at first, but the children in the village loved to play with him. He was a wonderful man. If the queen decides to answer Banyan's request for troops, we'd have to fight Gallia. How terrible would that be? That's war, isn't it? Yes, I suppose it is at that. I wish I didn't have to fight anyone at all. Yeah, man, war sucks! Why can't you just stop? Get some help. I don't know. Joffrey, please take this with you. Wait, this is a Master Crown. I'm honored, Your Majesty. I will cherish it. I've been asking you to fight difficult battles against terrible odds. Your Majesty, allow me to reiterate. That is exactly what I wish. No matter the task and no matter the odds, I can only succeed at it so long as you depend on me. I'm yours entirely, Your Majesty. I shall take those words to heart, Joffrey of Delbray. You are truly my finest and most faithful knight. Thank you, Your Majesty. It's almost disgusting to watch at times. Here are the war funds. Remember, Joffrey, you will face the Imperial Army. Should there be a conflict, you must not be caught unprepared. I shall be prepared, Lucia. Man, Team Crimea really does go kind of forgotten throughout this entire game. But for what it's worth, the majority of the... Silver weapons are a thing now! Let's go! Dude! Dude, you can't just throw ad up there and not expect me to buy it. Right? What the frick, man? Actually, I should probably just put that on someone. I'll give it to Kyron. That'll make him even stronger. Then there's a shrine barrier. Ooh, that's one of those items everyone wants to use. It's only 800 gold and it has niche utility. Don't really know who to give it to, honestly, though. Ah, go Shiba! Welcome to Riven! The gift is so peak. How do you make gifts so big like that? What the frick? Gifts are not supposed to be that big. And the Nuffany gift perfectly sums up how Nuffany has been this entire game. Just endless. I think that's as good as I can get, honestly. They freaking drop an adept scroll on us, and it's just like, okay, do you expect me to not pay the 6,000? Adept's too good to ignore. Guyslane, welcome! Also, how's your day been, Mr. Monkey? Not even gonna, just how's your day been, you freaking jerk. Anyways. Are you layabouts done collecting supplies? We don't have all day. No, sir. Progress is slow. These people just don't have much. Something about an uprising earlier. Sir, it's like getting blood from a stone. And then he's just like, oh, you better squeeze harder. Fools, I don't want excuses. Take anything you see. And if these bumpkins complain, I'll cut them down. Because you can bet your armor that Senator Valtome will do the same to us if we're not done by the time he arrives. Reporting, sir. Crimean army is approaching from the southwest. It seems to be the Royal Knights. What? Crimea is moving against us? Those backwater fools. Alright, keep working. I'll take several men out to slow their approach. Colonial fools. I'll teach them what it means to defy the Empire. General Joffrey, we've confirmed the presence of the Binyan army in the village ahead of us. I would prefer to avoid a fight, but I suppose that decision's up to them. Let's hurry. Slept there most of the day. I am so sorry about that. You know what? I spent most of my day in Space Engineers because some jerk freaking claimed that he said he's gonna attack my base. And I'm just like, well, okay, and I'm gonna lose all that stuff I have over there. So now I have to deal with that. It's very frustrating, and I'm just like, you know, look, I don't have many things for combat, and in all honesty, I didn't feel like dealing with it. I've been kind of burnt out on Space Engineers, because I'll be honest, Space Engineers is kind of one of those games that's very intensive. I like it. I genuinely enjoy it, but it's also a game where, you know, it's kind of hard to play literally anything else while you're playing it. And you guys gotta remember, a freaking Barony update beta just dropped last night, and I haven't been able to even touch it yet. Because I had to go build another base so I could stockpile all of my junk. Very annoying. Alright, this shouldn't be too difficult. Hold on just a sec. Sorry about that. Razor just wanted to, Razor's just making, Razor's just cooking. I think I really got as much fun as I can do right now. I've been playing Hunt Showdown. Last 5 days intense but fun game. Yeah, like some games are fun, especially like when they're kind of intense. Like I don't mind games that are a bit stressful. I mean, I like Barony for crying out loud. It's a bit, it can be a little bit difficult when like, yeah, games just extremely just intense all day, every day, you know? And you gotta deal with that stuff, like, it kills me. Oh yeah, I think these guys burn the houses down. No, it just dawned on me. We don't have a proper healer yet. Maybe I should just gone through and given Khalil. Or Khalil, whatever. The Master Crown. No, just level her up a bunch, you know, give her a Master Crown, call it a day. Instead I did whatever this is. Also, the Team Crimea is not doing too good right now. Like, at all. Why is everyone so underleveled? Crimean soldiers, how dare you turn your weapons against us? You'll pay for this betrayal. Men, burn these shanties to the ground. Show these fools what we do to traitors. Such a bar moment right there. Also, I now remember remember right is that I'll typically send Marcia to the left instead. I typically think I remember sending her up. Because it just makes everything a little bit easier. Monsters, they're setting the village on fire. Knights evacuate the villages and put out the fires immediately. Oh, now that activates. Now I don't need it to activate, it activates. I swear, that's how skills always are in this game. It's like cool, overkill, got it. No, maybe I should go for... Alright, Makalov, you deal with him. Alright, good. Good. We're all we needed out of it. Makalov's only purpose is chip damage. Honestly, this is kind of the main issue with the Crimean Knights. They're very... Everyone's kind of unremarkable. And that's like on a good day too. Like... No, like on a good day, they're unremarkable. On a bad day, you really don't want to see what they're like on a bad day. It's not pretty. That's all I can say about it. Actually, I don't think basic Pegasus Knights exist in this game. At least no playable ones. Yeah, everybody's pre-promote, so doesn't matter. Though I suppose there's other classes that are like that. You filthy generics! I hope you understand the ramifications of what you've done. I mean, if someone's bad and Makalov of all people is able to actually deal with them. You know, on account of the whole Makalov being kind of, a meme. Nah, the shields are only ever used in the miss animations. Which I like, because honestly, I think it's one of the more underappreciated things here, but, you know. I just think it's cool. Like, seriously, if you want to use Makalov in this game, he just sucks. He really just unironically sucks too much. I don't even know what else that can be said about it either. Oh no. Well, that's a reset. That did not go well at all. That did not go well at all. Honestly, I kind of had everything a little bit off in that run, though. I could have done a lot better. This is gonna be the one, though. Yeah, let's say we can put down their attempts at setting all the buildings on fire quick faster. Miss the XCOM streams a little. I get that one. Maybe one of these days I will, honestly. Remember, I've never technically finished a run of XCOM UFO Defense. Now, there is kind of good reason for this fact. Mainly that reason being because, XCOM UFO Defense is one of those games that just... It's very intense, okay? It's one of those games that, like, it just really takes it out of you. Then I mean, it really takes it out of you. It absolutely just kills me. I love the game to death, but God, it is a rough game to play. Now look, I recommend playing XCOM UFO Defense, but I won't deny the game is an absolute, just pure anxiety. The anxiety one experiences in a playthrough of XCOM UFO Defense is on par with opening a letter sent by the United States government that has the words urgent written in red on the envelope. The upvotes with like 80% of that challenge is from the fact that I was playing modded, which... Modded XCOM is just harder! Alright, modded XCOM is just harder. I think we should be good for the most part. Also, yeah, Evil Bear, look on us even. I apologize. Daniel. I feel bad now I didn't notice the change in username. Anyways. Alright, I want Marcia to gain more experience. She's painfully underleveled. Primarily on account of Alencia being an absolute unit in that first chapter. 8 defense. On one hand, defense gains. On the other hand, not attack. Oh. That's just... Don't do this to yourself. Come on. Who did you think you were? Who did you think you were doing that? That was a no-win. That was a no-win. Why would you do this to yourself? Oh well. Oh well. Gotta crack out the I need it dead button. Which is basically what the red line says. Ooh. 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 Oh no! He's about to be coordinated! This is how you know you're doing it right. And now the last of them has nowhere to go. Unless he's really gonna try lighting that building on fire again. Alright, Mac Glove. Just doing what Mac Glove does, I guess. Mostly take up space. Yeah, on this specific map. On this specific map, they do arson. I'm gonna let Danva just sit there for a minute. Never underestimate the retardation of your allies. Cause that was just dumb. That was really just dumb as what that was. Oh no! Bishop Goon! Don't turn around! Is he gonna try to get to safety or? That's my main fear. He's not even gonna try to get to safety and is just gonna end up getting just. Okay, we're good for like one turn. After that, it's spit for him though. Up in the air. Oh, this guy's even less. Okay, now we can do that then. we'll take that. We'll take speed up. Can never go wrong with more speed after all. I forgot that I gave the hammer to Ike's team, so that's not really an option that Kyron has access to. Which is fine, because we actually need the hammer over there anyways, but still. It'd have been useful. Diablo, welcome to the event. Ah, wonderful. He's not completely stupid, just mostly stupid. He's as dumb as any AI ally, at least. Which is better than some. Yeah, a single wrinkle appears. Oh yeah, Christmas is actually pretty good this year. Had a lot of bad Christmases. This wasn't one of them. Yeah, this is an actually decent one. It was almost tolerable. I know it. Again, it would be a little bit easier if you could actually control your allies. I know why they'd never let us. It'd just be nice if you could. It is! But she's not playable in this chapter. Her availability doesn't start getting decent until like part 4. So she's not really available throughout the majority of the game. But when she is available, let me tell you. She's very overpowered. I forgot that there's a bunch of enemies over here now. Never ends, I tell ya. Just never ends. Also, congratulations on 40 watch streak, Diablo. That's better than most will achieve in all their lives. Or maybe it's average, I don't know. Look, all I'm saying is investing a lot of stuff into that's cool. Investing a lot of stuff into Alencio is a good call. It's a waste of a concoction, but I feel very uncomfortable just leaving Joffrey where he is. Ugh. again note that I really don't know what to do with Makarov. He really is just here. And nothing else. Like, it's one of those situations where, like, he's just not usable most of the time. He kind of sucks. That's not really something you can deny. It's not really something you can say, no, he's perfectly doable. Nah, he's just bad. I don't know. The dirt, maybe? Yeah, the dirt. Honestly, I'd even argue that that's a little too good for him. Frankly, Makarov deserves less. Makarov will survive using the guy's talents to survive. Yeah, I guess. I kinda don't know what we're doing right now. I mean that when I say it, by the way. Like, we're trying to save the village, but... I don't know. Next time's gonna be a little iffy. Well, yeah, we're routing the enemy, of course. But that part's always a given. After all, The only good enemy is one that no longer has the capacity to breathe. I don't like pulling out Meteor like this, but it really feels like I have no other choice. Okay, you know what? Okay, equip the Anax. Equip the short spear. Heal. Put out that stupid fire! There's some problems here. It's not New Year's yet, Adjudicato. What's your mouth? You know what happens to liars, after all. Well, that didn't end well. But yeah, welcome to Judicata. I'll see you then. Is the village worth it though? I think I get more items if we save the whole village. So yes, the village is worth it. Always go for bonus objectives. Oh fuck. Oh no. Danvid's not worth a reset, right? Oh god. Ugh, I am so sorry. Diablo, never announce that you're departing! That's a death flag! I mean, you can leave your job. Oh, what are the chance to leave? Even if the boss gets it from a creative down. Ah, okay. Now look, schizo bosses can be fun too. Under the right circumstances. Under the wrong circumstances, however. haven't done any programming in a while. Almost a little disappointed in myself. The more I think about it. Welcome, Barmaja. Thank you for the like. Alright. How about he has 7 movement, not 6? Well, not like it's much of an issue. Joffrey will become all-powerful in due time. Also, he could probably take one hit anyway, so it didn't matter too much. Wait, is Marcia defense blessed? I need to verify this. Marcia is defense blessed. What the frick is 21 defense doing on this unit? This is not a character that should have 21 defense. She's more tanky than Kyron and Joffrey. What the frick? I think Marcia is snowballing. Maybe that's a sign I should use Marcia. I mean, Kyron's not gonna see the use. Keep in mind, she's only like level 11. That was just unfortunate right there. purest misfortune you can find out there. You wanna know something that's really stupid on my part? Unironically, I forgot that Marcia is currently, has Paragon. I just straight up forgot about the fact that I gave Marcia Paragon. It only just now dawned on me that, oh, that's why she's gaining so much experience. Because they gave her Paragon. It was Joffrey's originally, but in all honesty, he didn't need it. That was a gamble. Why did you go there? You survive by pure luck. Is he... Yeah, this guy's just got a steel sword. No, Armor Knight Kun, you cannot move from this spot. And you are only allowed to use the steel sword. We're just testing you to make sure that you're good at your job, that's all. Then they just walk away. Never to be seen again. She's not getting good level ups, that's for sure, though. I can't remember when you get Blossom in the game. I'm gonna need that for the end game, because that is an important skill I'm gonna need for someone. I am Joffrey, the commander of the Crimean Royal Knights. Do you command these men? Knight of Crimea, you are clearly guilty of treason against the Benyon Empire. Do you understand what it means to send an army against us? You've just killed your people. You have been warned. Queen Elencia will not accept any further acts of violence or banditry within our borders. Withdraw your troops immediately or I cannot guarantee your safe return. Decide quickly. How dare you take that tone with me? I'll put you in your place. I don't think this guy moves. I'm just gonna drop a battle save just in case, because Marcia is a little low. You know, if someone's gotta be sacrificed, it's gonna be Denvid or Makarov. It's kind of an either-or situation. You know, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. sacrifice I'm gonna make. Also, Judicato, highly recommend the series. Anything like before Fire Emblem Awakening is pretty good in my opinion. Anything after Fire Emblem Awakening is... Don't play Fire Emblem Awakening, it's bad. Doggo Crimey, I'll crush you. Anything before Fire Emblem Awakening. After Fire Emblem Awakening, it starts getting bad though. As far as you know, games that probably could be played in XL if you really wanted to, I like the series a lot, honestly. Now you listen here, no generics allowed in this fight. Okay, for one, that's like half the reason why right there. See, and now you're dead. Now you're dead. Oh, because you had to get the glory. You had to be like... So Spear's a bigger job, pretty much. At least this isn't like Fire Emblem Awakening where the freaking spears look like push pins. Yep, full level up. Just... I forgot how kind of busted the skill, the Paragon skill is. The Empire will not forgive this. Once our main forces arrive, they will slaughter you like cattle. Keep in mind, Paragon doubles your XP gains. So, it might have been like, 50 XP right there. Would have been just full XP. Probably closer to 60 or 70 though. But the game caps it at full HP, at full XP, because for some reason the games don't want to give you multiple level ups at once. I don't know why. Good, the enemy is retreating. Knights, stay here and help to fix the damage done to this village. Good work, Geoffrey. You sent the money. Lucia, what are you doing here? I'm here to protect Her Majesty. Superb work, Geoffrey. You have my thanks. Your Majesty, forgive me. I cannot avoid a confrontation with the Imperial Army. It wasn't your fault, Geoffrey. However, I'm afraid our situation continues to deteriorate. Lucia, I appoint you as envoy to negotiate a treaty with the commander of the Imperial Army. They might be willing to listen now. Huh? What do you mean, Devastator? I shall leave immediately, Your Majesty. Senator Valtome, I sincerely regret having to meet under these circumstances. For what it's worth, I'd say I regret meeting him at all. Oh, I completely agree, Your Majesty. I never dreamt we'd suffer so much mistreatment from our allies. So you decided that Crimea will side with Gallia and honor the alliance with those filthy subhumans over ours? As I've said before, Crimea remains neutral. Crimea will side with neither Benyon nor the Lagos Alliance. That is my final answer. Ah! The greasy fence-sitter position! How very libertarian of you. Then please enlighten me. Why prevent us from getting what we needed? Benyon is your suzerain. You should be delighted to comply with our request for supplies. But instead you launch an ambush and inflict horrible pain on us, your loving guardians. Now Benyon is a patient parent, but I do hope you realize that your actions thus far have amounted to treason and sedition. You violated our borders, stolen from my people, and inflicted harm upon them. I will not allow such actions within my lands, no matter who the aggressor may be. How quaint. Your Majesty, do you know what the penalties are for the crimes you've committed? I can only assume you do not, or you would not so rashly endanger your life. But don't worry, Queen Alencia. Once Benyon has your crown, along with your head, removed for treason, I'm sure we will take very good care of your people. Senator Valtome! I think after the dust is settled, I'll place my portrait right over your throne. It was a pleasure chatting with your Majesty. I am leaving now. She's all yours, General. Your Majesty, please forgive my superior officer's insolence. Wait, I recognize you. You came to our aid some time ago, during the Mad King's War. General Zelgius, was it? Yes, Your Majesty. This is the second time I've had the honor of seeing you. I sincerely apologize for my army's actions during the resupply operation. Please forgive us. The Benyon Empire and the Apostle gave us much support in our reconstruction effort. Crimea will always appreciate Benyon's generosity. However, Crimea and Gallia are allies. As such, you cannot take the side of this quarrel. Please understand. I understand, Your Majesty. Our forces will refrain from levying supplies while in Crimea. Well, thank you for your understanding. However, I must ask that you agree on these 2 points. First, the Imperial Army shall be given leave to pass through Crimea toward Gallia. Second, we shall be allowed to engage the Gallian army in towns near the Crimea-Gallia border. Excuse me? This peace talk is meaningless. You will still do battle and spill blood within our borders? I'm afraid this is the best I can offer. It's sometimes necessary to cut your losses for the greater good. Please think on it. Tomorrow my army will begin marching toward Gallia. If the Crimean army does not interfere, I will take it as a sign of agreement. Farewell, Your Majesty. General Zelgius, please wait. Does the Apostle know anything about this war with the Lagus? Darn NDAs! Also, I think I like almost all of the characters in the game. Valtome is like one of the ones that you want to kill more than any other. He is just awful. He's just the definition of awful. They made an absolutely just peak character you just despise. It's just very hard to believe. Is this war truly the will of the Apostle? That is not for me to answer, Your Majesty. Then at least tell me this. Is the Apostle safe? Excuse me, I must go. General.
After Alencia's meeting with Valtome, the Crimean Royal Knights returned to the capital of Melior, leaving the border villages between Crimea and Gallia completely undefended. The Benyon Central Army crosses the border once more, but Crimea makes no move to march against it. Valtome sees this inaction as a sign of Crimea's capitulation to Benyon's demands. The Benyan forces occupy the Crimean castles and forts on the border with Gallia.
Seriously, why do modern Fire Emblem games really not get the... I swear, it feels like so few of them actually manage to get things like troop movements and what have you actually...
Allows them no time for rest.
What's the word? Like properly conveying these concepts to the player.
As a great blow to the Laguz alliance.
Like, Three Houses, I'm gonna be honest, Three Houses is a mess with the fact that you have to keep returning to the freaking monastery every single chapter. Like, it works fine in part 1 when it's just, you know, we're just doing outings. But then you get to part 2 of the game, and then it just stops making sense. And the less said about Engage, the better. Also, Fire Emblem Awakening is also pretty bad about it. Really, it all kind of started with Awakening. Awakening just did not do anything to let the player know where they were going with stuff. According to our scouts, the enemy is split into two forces. One is east of the Earth's mountains. The other is approaching from the north by crossing through Crimea. So they plan on flanking Gallia from the north and east. If we don't stop them, this is gonna hurt. Honestly, I think honestly sending the bird tribes to primarily deal with the guys in the east would probably be the best decision. Mostly because the aerial advantage would be very beneficial in a mountainous scenario. I mean, what are you gonna do when a giant hawk just rolls up on you and throws you off a cliff? If nothing else, that's morale destroying. Agreed. What is the Crimean army doing? From what the scouts have said, nothing at all. I'm guessing they're waiting to see how everything pans out. Crimea let Benyan pass without a fight? What about their alliance with Gallia? It's not that simple, Skrimir. Benyan is Crimea's suzerain state. It's difficult for Crimea to refuse Benyan's demands. What? Someone explain to me what that means. How can I explain? Alright, how's this? Benyan still holds political power over countries that want independence from them. Anything you want to add, Ike? Don't look at me, I always thought the whole idea was ridiculous. Never mind what it means. Has Crimea broken its treaty with us? Not as such. I didn't say it was right, just that it was complicated. It's not complicated at all. Crimea has betrayed Gallia. We can't let this pass. How dare! Control yourself, Skrimir. You're acting like a fool. My apologies, Your Majesty. It's just... I doubt that Crimea is sided with Benyan. Queen Alencia is very clever, and I will not stop trusting our judgment just yet. She most likely allowed the Imperial Army to pass through our lands in order to avoid a slaughter. Who's this Bjork Queen who wants so much trust? Please enlighten us. Look, Alencia does have a duty to her people, you know? I mean, you can't just use your entire population as a bunch of meat shields for another country. That's just dumb. She is a delightful woman, both in manner and in reign. Her late father, King Raymond, and I forged an alliance between Bjork and Laguz. We sought to bring our peoples closer. Ah, come on! Thank you for the Minma! Evil Bear, welcome. How's it been? No, Nyla's a wolf girl. So that's Miriam feels closer. She's taken her father's ideals around and strives to create a country where anyone, Bjork or Laguz, can live free and in peace. How times have changed. I never could have dreamed of the time when such a Bjork ruler would exist. I must admit I still have my doubts. I don't blame you, my brother. Change has been slow, but the circle of acceptance in Tellius has been widening. I did it again, didn't I? Frank! Are you doing that? This happens every time! Some people are just unremarkable, I guess. As you can see, both Lan and I have many Bjork friends. Queen Valencia of Crimea is one of them. Both the king and Ryzen speak well of this woman. Is she truly so special? She truly is. But right now, that's beside the point. The most important thing is Valencia will never betray her allies in Gallia. I couldn't agree more. We can trust her. Everybody's glazing Valencia. As they should. Let's assume for now that Crimea will not aid the Empire in any military fashion during this conflict. Hawk King, let's hear your thoughts. Well, if Crimea won't make a move, then I see no reason to wait until the Empire reaches Gallia. I prefer to take an army up north and end this mess for good. Very well. Ike, do the girl mercenaries have anything to add? I agree with Taban's idea. We should strike while their army is split in half. I'm pretty sure that General Zelgius will be there, though. You'd better be careful. Very well. Hawk King, may I ask that your forces protect out the eastern border? While they do that, I would like you to lead our strike force to the northern border. Take Ranulf with you as well. Send me to your majesty, please. Let me reclaim my honor, I beg you. I second that, your majesty. Skrimir is perfect for this mission. Ranulf? Very well, you look after him, Hawking. Sure, I can handle him. Let's see. He's easier to keep under control than you are, Lion King. He's all yours then. Now everyone prepare to leave before daybreak. We're all depending on you. Good luck, Hawking Tua. Oh no! We've got almost all the both of these games without a single, without mentioning that trash once. That entire meme was an industry plant, and you can't convince me otherwise. Welcome back, you two. Gifka, apologies for worrying you. You persevered through many battles. We are glad to have you back in one piece. Each and every soldier in the army helped me. I couldn't do anything by myself. Alone, I was powerless. That's good. If that's what you've learned from this campaign, then it wasn't a wasted effort for Gallia. Good work, Ranulf. Thank you, sir. Just come here. I have something from the king. What is this? It's a Satori sign. It's said to bring out the hidden power of the Lagus. Amazing. Here, it's yours. Ranulf, you should take it. Stop giving Ranulf Satori signs! He could have used his name and avoided this mess. What? The king said it was for you. Yes, but you've been looking after me. It's a sign of my appreciation. Skrimir X Ranulf! Confirmed! Look, Ranulf gives off a lot of femboy energy, okay? Very well, Ranulf. This is yours to keep. Alright, thank you, sir. Skrimir, you reply to his thing. Yes. You're welcome. I'm grateful for your continued support. Of course, General. useless because the vast majority of enemies, you can't do damage to them with the flourish. Like at all. I'll take it by Nullify though. Thank you, Boss Chuck. Actually, how's Liliana doing? Oh yeah, okay. She's basically at low. She's basically at class change level. Similar thing with Soren. Oh yeah, and I think I wanted both of them to... Okay, I do it. How much bonus XP do I have? Okay, we'll give Soren an extra level. Though between Soren and Liliana needs the needs a bonus XP more. Look, she needs a speed stat. She needs the freaking speed. For some reason, she has terrible speed. It's probably not for some reason, but you get the idea though. Now she's like almost on par with Soren. Maybe I should give Neffany some level-ups as well. Because her strength and defense have been kind of lacking. Me too, honestly. And Mist is... bordering on unsalvageable. Alright, yeah, I'll give a few levels to Neffany then. Because one, she is a little bit behind on levels, and two, she also needs the kind of, sort of, but not really guaranteed strength ups. Because her strength has been lacking. I mean, I meant it when I said kinda, sorta, but not really. Just so happened it was more kinda, sorta than anything else. Which is good. We appreciate these. We appreciate these. Dude, Braum is also a little bit underleveled though. I'll still own up to the fact that I did kind of screw up when it came to some of my skill allocations. Like, put bluntly, I really should have gotten Ike and his team. Like, I should have gotten Paragon over there. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I didn't know I didn't take Paragon off of Joffrey. Joffrey does not need Paragon. And yet I gave it to him anyways. Like an idiot. Like a freaking idiot. Next, is there anything, Not really. A lot of old wheat grass, but I probably shouldn't buy up anything right now, because, we're poor. We're just poor. I'd sell the Satori signs if they'd let me. Everything else is sellable. The Master Crowns and the Satori signs? No. Insects of Benyon will show you the power of the Beast Tribe. I never liked this level, honestly. Bjork scum, for the raising of our homes will make you wish you'd never been born. Filthy subhumans, this war ends now. Prepare yourselves. Not even Zelda, it's just a random soldier saying this. It's just a random soldier. Not Lavelle, not Zeldius, not even Voltone. It's just a random Benyon soldier saying this. A Bjork army is approaching from the hill on the left. That flag, it's the Crimean army. Crimea intends to side with the Empire after all. Alencia, what are you doing? Finally, they see the light and are coming to fight with us. Excellent. Took them long enough. I suppose when you have the brain of a gnat, these things take some time to sink in. I am Queen Alencia of Crimea. I have a message for the commanders of both armies. I am here to declare the will of Crimea and its people. Crimea has been ruled under the ideals of peace and equality since the reign of my father, King Raymond. As such, I cannot and will not allow you to spill blood upon our land. Therefore, I demand that both the Laguz Alliance and the Imperial Army leave Crimea at once. Withdraw our troops? You foolish girl, we will not be ordered about by the proclamations of a peasant like you. Puppet rulers such as yourself should stay inside their pretty castles and play dress-up. Benyon's patience is worn out. After we finish slaughtering the subhumans, we'll be coming for you in Melior. Commander of the Laguz Alliance, how do you respond? You have some serious guts jumping into the middle of a battlefield all by yourself. But your high and mighty beliefs don't change the fact that Benyon must answer for its crimes. Step aside. Very well, I've read from both commanders, then. This is Crimea's answer. We will not sway from our ideals. My countrymen stand united. We will not use force, but we are willing to do whatever it takes to end this here and now. What? Have you lost your mind? Like, I thought you were the craziest Bjork I had ever met, but you have some serious competition. Crimea's queen is one tough woman, your majesty. I like your style. Come here, I can't let such a pretty woman down. Let's get out of here. Of course, the Beast Tribes will not use our claws against unarmed Bjork. Soldiers, back to the forest. Thank you, King Tabarn. This is only temporary. The war between the Laguz Alliance and Benyon isn't finished yet. Gah. Yes, I understand that. Even so, I want you all to know where Crimea stands in this. Hey, you and I should get together and chat sometime. I'll be seeing you again soon. General Zodius, what are your orders? Shall we launch an attack? No, we withdraw. Are you certain, General? Could you cast aside your weapon while surrounded by armed soldiers? I don't know, sir. Probably not. Queen Olyncia has done something that even I would be hard-pressed to do. For that, we must show our respect. Stop this instant. Wait, where do you think you're going? Attack those mangy beasts! Please, forgive my audacity. However, we are withdrawing. Every battle ebbs and flows. To go against these tides is unwise. Please understand, Sonata. You self-righteous fool. You'll understand something else once we're through with this battle. I don't want to go back yet. Do we have time to talk to Olyncia? It has been a long time since we last saw Queen Olyncia. We should at least say hello. Sure, sounds great to me. There's probably not much time for small talk, but we'll see. Soldiers, kill the Queen of Crimea! That girl is a traitor to Binyan. Whoa, this isn't good. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're after Queen Olyncia. So much for Imperial honor. Ground mercenaries, looks like we have our old job back. Protect Queen Olyncia. I knew it. Follow me, my knights. We shall protect Her Majesty. The Crimean Royal Knights are looking a little thin. Kill everything, every living thing that stands in our way. Show them that the Senate controls this pathetic land. Of course, Senator Valtome. I'd be happy to kill the wench. Oh man, this guy looks young. That's how you know that their army's just getting thinner by the day. They're just straight up deploying kids now. You're not based, but a sign of the times, as it were. The good news is that Olyncia should probably be fine on account of our really high avoid stat, so... no real issues there. Wait. Huh. I forgot about Olyncia's mercy skill that just suddenly appears after this point. Which is... okay, it's useful, but Olyncia is like one of the last characters I want this skill on. It's the way to get work experience before you're 18. Ah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, you start like when you're like, 16 or whatever. Maybe burn down some villages or something. Nah. Starting at 16, those are rookie numbers. You start when you're like 8. If you haven't grown accustomed to the screams of the innocent by age 9, are you really working? Are you doing anything yet? You gotta remember, guys. You gotta make yourself useful. Otherwise, they'll send you back to the farm. And you don't want, and you don't want to have to deal with Dad's anger again at you failing him once again. Arc Thunder, Earth Thunder, Fire Thunder. Dude, I need to replenish my tomes. Jeez. Ike is just still casually over here being ridiculously busted for no reason. Never forget the two most important stats to the warrior. Strength and speed. Also, I want to again note how Hardest comes really busted for some reason. Nice that Nalion is at the stage where I can actually, use up for chip damage and not feel kind of bad afterwards. Okay, we got a random bishop over here. There might unironically be nothing worth stealing. Okay, this guy has Purge. Okay, let's see. I don't have high hopes on that one. But if I can manage it, that'd be useful. Even if it's a crit, technically... Wait, hold on. Hold on, what's Mist's speed stat, like 20? I think 20 is like enough to not die from everything. wild how they managed to somehow nerf Mist even in Radiant Dawn. Like, they took a character who wasn't all that good in Path of Radiance. And then they nerfed them. Then they nerfed her again. Just because they could. Alright, these guys gonna be laughing for now, but when it comes down to it, they're gonna be just... Now, once the Lagoos are ready to go. Very unideal! Like, at this point of the game, Valencia has, like, no opportunities for level ups. Might need a sneezy emote now. Maybe. Not top priority, but maybe. It's a thought. I'm pretty sure they should just be retreating right now. Pretty sure. We'll see ya with the bank! You went for the lowest damage option you could have. Okay, we're not gonna restart from Aqua level. We have established this, right? He is unworthy. So even if it comes down to it, Nakalab straight up bites it. That's how it is. The Nakalab is just dead. Really bringing along the A-team for this one, huh? General Zildius, Senator of Altome is about to run down the Queen of Crimea. That useless parasite. Attacking an unarmed woman. This is beneath even him. I like how now because Zildius knows he did something that'll probably get him executed. he doesn't even care to be tactful anymore. He just say he will insult it. He will insult him now. He tried being nice at first. The Crimean army and a part of the Lagos lands to join battle in order to rescue the queen. They're fighting Senator Baltome. Shall we assist the Senator? Prepare to leave. We're not fighting. But General, that would mean that we abandon Duke Coolbert's force. I will take our responsibility for this. Make my command clear to all men. I will not accept more units joining this fight. I hope nobody else joins this fight, because there's like, God, how many enemies? Dude, there's like 44 enemies out there. For those who don't math regularly, that's a lot. It's a lot of enemies. Okay, look, for what it's worth, if it wasn't for the fact that she has the freaking pacifist skill. And, what's it called? And she doesn't have a weapon. I'm fairly convinced she could do a lot of damage. Dude, I really don't want to send anyone over here. Like, seriously, no joke. This is actually kind of like, oh god. This area is kind of a death zone. Leave Ike alone up there. Alright, I'm gonna say Ike is capable of handling this problem. Like, I think sending me after him as well isn't a bad call, but it's like, it's definitely a lot, though, to do. Okay, there's Mr. Purge. I'm gonna send Soren up here as well. few turns before these guys are ready to go. But at the same time, once they are, they're gonna hit hard, okay? You know something I think really would have actually been a good idea for this game? They probably should have had a Lagoose protagonist on one of the routes, honestly. Mostly just so that you have like at least one character that you can consistently see how Lagoos typically grow in the game. Because like I've noted in the past, I like the mechanics. The implementation, however, could have used a lot of work. How is this guy able to survive a full round with Ike? That is actually wild to think about. That was the idea for the canceled third game. Honestly, I could believe it. I could believe it. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure the third game was probably canceled well in advance of Radiant Dawn coming out, but... God, can you imagine, though? Can you imagine if we had Fire Emblem The Radiant Dawn Part 4, but it's able to actually be almost its own game? I don't know. That's like the only blunder with this, with the Radiance games, is just the fact that there were only two. I think that they needed a third one, because look, it could have been like a post-apocalyptic setting or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that would have been too hard to write for. Or just don't do anything. That's also a viable option. A boring option, but a viable one. Of course, everyone loves a good trilogy. Name me one trilogy that nobody liked. I mean, Karslane, people generally like the Mass Effect trilogy. The problem people had with the Mass Effect trilogy is just how it ended. Like, you make the ending good and nobody cared. Everybody likes it. The problem people had with the Mass Effect trilogy is just that the ending was kind of with it. Oh, fuck. I think Boyd's dead. God, that is a lucky dodge! Alright, we are in a situation. Oh, come on, Karen. Don't steal that kill from me. Don't steal the kill from me, you freaking Jake! And then he just walks away! Lucia, stop being suicidal for 1 minute, please! You have so much to live for! Please stop being suicidal! And even then, so I'm pretty sure everybody, it wasn't like universally reviled Mass Effect 3. It's just like one of those games where everybody just kind of agrees. It was weaker than the ones that came before. For what it's it's worth though, that one boy dodge, that was exclusively him making up for the earlier dodge that didn't happen. Alright, now Valencia is finally, at least for the most part, safe. I thought they said no more reinforcements! So should I just leave Ike up here? Maybe? Alright. Get back in the game, soldier! Dude, Ilyana's defense is actually kind of strong now. Like, kind of unironically, it's actually kind of decent now. As in, she can take both of those cavaliers, or both of those paladins down there, and kind of not really feel it too bad. Yeah, there's no bows over here. At least then they can get to where we don't want them to go. There, how about Soren? Barely survives, but barely is still survival. Remember, barely is still surviving. This means you're mostly dead. Look, all I'm saying is, ever since she maxed out a few of her stats, Ilyana's been doing great. Alright, like you max out a couple of stats and then you can start using bonus XP to, like, you know, start making the unit really busted. And that's how you Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, guys. Bonus XP was a good concept from the very beginning. Oh, frick! Dude, I just caught that Worm Slayer over there. Dang it! This is post-aid stat! Now, for those who don't know, in earlier Fire Emblems, there was a stat referred to specifically as aid. It's basically just determined if a character is able to, this is gonna be a mess no matter what I do, I think. I'm trying to figure out how to go about this. The point is, I need to get Mist into a safe place. Har is not gonna be able to do anything right now. Let's do something cheeky. Hold on. I think Ranulf is like... I think he gets doubled by everything as well. Yeah, but anyway, so the 8 stat basically determined whether or not you could rescue a character without, it specifically, yeah, determined whether or not you could rescue someone. So it was a stat just for that. Nothing else. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Janeth over here. Because he'll be hit twice, but that'll at least be enticing for the enemy. Come on, Ranulf, don't die! God! Why am I letting this happen? Also, I like how the AI, how the allies in this map specifically, the way they're programmed is they specifically surround Alencia. Really is just one of those get down, Mr. President moments. Good. I think that's the biggest issues out of the way right there. Like now it's kind of a, you know, they're free to do what they want. I think we should be in the clear. Oh fuck. Well, now we're left with a question. I don't generally really use her much. I really don't know why, I just never did. I think I battle save before that turn. Yeah, I should probably redo that. Yeah, the save is pretty clear. Alright then, so Okay. I got a fix for it. So we have Hargo over here. Kill this guy. He was a jerk anyways, you didn't need him. Cancel was certainly a thing to bring out there. Yeah, but further, I really kinda don't know how specific I should go about this. This is kind of a rough spot to be in right now. Because there's a lot that goes into these areas. Okay, so maybe instead of having Bromboy have him, we'll put maybe like okay, have Boyd kill this guy. We don't need to. We don't want to deal with him anyways. He's a jerk. Unnecessary. For what it's worth, though, if Boyd's critting you, you're pretty much already dead. Cause you know, you don't got as many options then. missing out love. Okay, so Neff is now at least in position to kind of do a bit more. Do you have any idea how common that is in the Fire Emblem series? Just, you got a crit, and you very much did not need that crit. I mean, it's one of those things that's kind of frustrating, honestly, in Fire Emblem, because you constantly get these crits you don't need. Then when you desperately need a crit, you don't get one. You never get the crits that you need most. Is not in a good spot either. Dude, I have no clue what to do with this one. I've screwed this up. This is a bad run. I have that. I have a lot of doubts here. Hey, Judicata. People attacking Braum? Since when? You know what? I should give him Braum Provoke. Randolph needs a single dodge. Come on, Randolph, you can do it! I believe in you! Yeah! Let's go! He's probably still gonna die though, because somebody's gonna be like, you know, hee range magic. Dude, that was like the harshest guy hitting somebody with a staff moment ever. Like, seriously. Alright, but now Mr. Purge is gonna be the problem. Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. I think that actually is a game over. Yeah, that's a game over. Which is funny, because later in the game, Ranulph isn't really a necessary character. It makes sense though why Ranulph is important though. Because he's the guy that has to spoil one of the best reveals in the series and completely make it irrelevant. I will never be happy about that one. Okay, so I think I got an idea here. So what's Brahms skills looking like? Disarm and shove. I really should just give him provoke from Shinon. I don't really use Shinon much these days. Sounds kind of a bit of like a, you know, what's she even doing here? Now you tell me what this is doing here, cause I don't know. If Shinon was here, I would have thought they would have stunned the title. I don't know actually, Shinon might be a little underleveled. I mean, maybe I should drag him in here. Maybe I should try to level up Shinon. But then there's that little part of me that just whispers, you know. Actually use the Lagos. Actually use Lagos units. And I don't know what to do from there. Boyd really wants that one cut. Alright, so I'm just gonna put Ranoff over here. Alright, Ike's work here is done. He didn't need to be done. Honestly, didn't really do that much. He stole a few kills. You know, one of the bits of irony in these games is that back in the day when Constitution was the stat that was used to determine whether or not a character, like whether or not a character could use a weapon correctly, that was honestly the superior way to do it, I think. Like, I think Constitution might have unironically been the stat to do that with. Because I think, one, it just kind of made more sense. And two, I think with a few reworks, it could have been like the most ideal way to do to make it so that characters do, yeah. Come on, you gotta survive, man! It was the more ideal way to have characters, determine how they, what weapons they can use effectively. Not like it's a hard requirement, but like, you know, like whether or not you use it with a penalty. Cause like, blades are always meant to be one of those weapon types that are supposed to be like, ah man, this is a really big sword. You sure it's a good idea for you to be carrying that, little guy? Well, the funny thing here is Constitution is used in this game. Or I guess it's more of the build stat, but like it's similar. It uses it. It determines whether or not you can rescue someone primarily and nothing else. But like it makes sense even from a realistic standpoint. The Constitution would be the more important stat. Because, you know, realistically, it just what? I don't know. The problem with using strength is that certain characters benefit way too much from it. As in, Warrior has a strength cap of 30 and will probably hit that cap before reaching level 20. Car died, but I decided to reset because of him. He's one of the few noodles worthy. Alright, time to send the cats out. I am very excited to kill this guy. You know, the best part about the hammer in this game is that it really doesn't matter which side you hit the person from. The damage is all the same. Okay, so alright, well, I'll sit there. Yeah, we like living in this household. looks of it, yeah, I'm at least pulling through. Alright, good. So Mr. Bone Knight is pretty much out of options now. Oh, you guys just wait until Meg gets power leveled, okay? Like once Meg starts reaching our full potential, you just watch yourselves. It's gonna be great. Alpha Zenzelic, look on it even. Nah, but seriously. Ugh. Ilyana's greatest weakness. One speed less than Soren. Which is ironic, because I think she actually does have a higher cap. Maybe. It looks like she has like 24 rather than 23 speed. I'm getting to it! I think no matter how this ends, Ike is probably the one putting this guy down. Unless I can't complain at all there. Seriously, I kind of wish crit build, crit build Thunder Sage was a viable concept. The problem is it's a completely unviable concept. Absolutely terrible idea. Could never work. Alright, so I'm gonna put her in range of this guy, because honestly, okay, so what I want this guy to do is I want him to switch to L-Light so I can have Heather go up and steal it. Steal Purge. Because yes, I want free Purge. Also, how is it that Crimea manages to be, like, mostly cavalry? And somehow they're still managing to fail so profoundly here. Yes, he will. I knew Har would be enticing enough. And the Bone Knight's probably not gonna do much because it's freaking Har. What on earth could the Bone Knight do to Har? Also, you gotta remember, like, weapons like Purge are genuinely a detriment when you're not, if only that was used in the other guy. They're genuinely a detriment at close range. You can't win if you have Purge at close range. I agree. I agree. And yet at the same time, I also admit I do still like the full battles. Okay. Look, in my personal opinion, it's like it's a lot of Fire Emblem aesthetic right there. Right. Actually, another thing Radiant Dawn did well. I feel like healing items in Radiant Dawn are just, I don't know, they just feel better for some reason. Dude, what? Ah, what? Can we not steal it? It's gotta be our strength stat. Yeah, it's a strength stat. She doesn't have the strength to freaking steal Purge. Darn you, Heather. Shit, how many bulls they got up here? Enough. Also, crossbow's pretty scary as well. You gotta remember that crossbows are like basically a one-shot for some characters. Fair. Honestly, I don't know if the fast forward actually continued through the series. It's possible it might not have actually. Because honestly, I don't remember it being a thing in Three Houses. I don't know, I can see it both ways, honestly. Alright, Sid takes out. Sid goes after the priest. Who wants to commit the war crime? Everybody just shakes his hands all at once. Look, for what it's worth, he was reaching, okay? I don't care if you're a man of God. Guys is freaking running around with a 50 cal. Couldn't be helped. Dude. Sergey has more authority stars than Micaiah. I want that to sink in, guys. That hurts. That physically hurts. I think as far as this area is concerned, Janeth and Yoki should be fine. I just want to get him in a bit close before I shift him. Poor not Astrid over there. They're getting pulverized. You know what? I'm gonna send the Hawks over to go help out LNC over there, because I think they need this. I think they need this kind of bad, actually. Dude, Merkalo just got a kill? What? In what world? Well, you gotta remember, Braum doesn't even feel the impact anymore. Also, you're the guy with the javelin. You can choose whatever range to attack the enemy at. You attack the archer from freaking range 2. Like an idiot. Actually, yeah, you know what? I think it actually makes the most sense to send Beast Scribe over there as well, because... you don't need a crit that you get a crit. Like, I was gonna give that kill to Braum, but yeah, whatever. Whatever, Braum does not... Braum, he'll do fine. He'll make do. He'll make do. And... You know, that's just how things are. Okay, it's just how things are. Just gotta keep mist healing people. Yeah, no, we're not moving anybody that close. Jeez, what was I thinking? Yeah, it's just this country boys make do. No, he's just over, you know, you city slickers you don't understand. Oh no! Hello? Alright, I'll wait for the turn to finish and I'll head out. Well, not head out, but... I'll be back in just a minute. I'm back. Sorry about that. Razor made meatballs. I can't say no. I can't say no. You did. I like meatballs too much. Alright, this guy in particular, he dies. I need him dead. Crossbows are too dangerous. Not to mention a crossbow specifically on Alencio, which is probably a one-shotter. They have too high of hit rates, and because of the way bonus damage is calculated, the crossbow does too much damage. even. Oh, that was like, what the frick? Freaking hate when you miss on an 82% hit rate. Alright, okay. Strength cap is 30. This was obvious, but I can now officially note it. Wait, what? Yeah. We also learned that apparently one of the stores over here, no joke, one of the stores here will they will sell what is it? 10 pounds of meat. 10 pounds of ground beef for, oh god, how much was it? Not that much. It was very cheap. It was like for like I think about 40 bucks. Not even that, it was like 36 I think. No, it's just from the stores over here. It's like it's like you know those things like you know when you buy ground beef. It's like one of those, but it's just 10 pounds worth. No reason given, no context needed, just 10 pounds of ground beef. It wasn't even on sale! Like, seriously, it wasn't even on sale, and I'm just over here like, dude, I don't even know what we do with 10 pounds of ground beef. Past, throw that stuff in the fridge and just prep. Throw that stuff in the fridge and just prep. I don't know if you can eat that. I don't say the freezer. The freezer. Oh, it's gonna be burgers all day, all night. Endless burger. Endless burger. It's incredible. Like, it's a crazy amount. Absurd amount. No single person should be allowed to have that much ground beef. It's unreasonable, I tell you. Wow, you're going after Ike? You're lucky you're playing ranged. We're under the direct orders of Senator Valtome. His words carry the weight of the entire Senate. Mercenaries. You know how war works. You know that Benyon can pay. Save your breath. The ground mercenaries choose our employers. All the wealth in the Senate couldn't buy us. Lay down your bow and surrender. What? Wretched fool. You'll rot in the ground next to that treacherous girl. Come on. I can just imagine, I can just imagine, Ike doing the two-finger reversal. Yeah, right, catches the bow, or right, catches the arrow and just shoots it back at the guy. Oh my god. Need to start dodging, dang it! Of all the people you attack, it's Bam. Oh, that explains it. That's still great when it says, like, no hit rate. Yeah, the two-finger reversal. It's one of the many techniques of the Hokuto no Ken style. Oh god. They're attacking them like an amoeba! Dude, it's like when your white blood cells just start violently, like, just trying to insert themselves into a virus until the thing just ruptures. Dude. It's horrifying. It's disgusting. This is not what I go to Walmart to see. Fools, how dare you fight my master? He is Senator Valtome, Duke of Clover. Die in his name. Alright, this is pretty much over now. Kinda thinking best option now is just go free for all on him. I mean, for what it's worth, that's not too bad either. But yeah, no, like, I saw this enormous tube full of just ground beef. And, like, it had weight. It had weight to it. They never use the other side of the hammer. Yeah, even though the ironies would probably be more effective. Oh, Kobun, the girth! The girth! I can't even, like just even talking about the girth of it. I feel like I'd get banned if I talked about the girth of it. We can't talk about the girth. Commander, our force is taking heavy losses. Defeat is imminent. Even our strike force cannot keep the enemy at bay. Please, you must escape. I've been defeated? Me? By worthless rabble like this? Ah, blast that Zeldius. How dare he not assist me? I don't have his pompous head for this. Yeah, no, it was so thick. I saw like 7 or 8 sensor bars just covering it up. Frankly, I was deeply uncomfortable just with the sight of it. Yeah, it was horrible. It was terrifying, honestly. I felt like I might need to call up the HR department. You know, just be like, hello, local HR representative. I have witnessed girth. Yeah, I felt threatened. I felt personally attacked. I pepper sprayed it. Thank you for the follow, Conqueror. I went and pepper sprayed that giant log of meat. It was the only defense I had against it. It was terrible. Just awful. £10 whole. Yes, I am the victim here. I am the victim here. There's a big log of meat. That thing scared me. Literally shaking. Literally shaking. I couldn't even tell what brand it was. I think it was intentionally using those sensor bars to hide the brand. That way it'd make the report harder to make. Cause it knew. Oh my god, Joffrey. Sophia floating around and it was menacing. Phew, finally. Benion's finally given up. That took some doing. Tell me about it. But we did get some good information out of all this. Now I know for certain there are serious leadership problems in the Imperial Army. I'm glad Zelgius was honorable enough to withdraw. If the full strength of the two armies had clashed, Alencia's effort would have been wasted. Sarek, Serenov, thank you for helping us save the Queen Alencia. Jaffer, I'm really surprised you let Alencia do such a dangerous thing. You must be more relaxed these days. It wasn't easy for me, as you can guess. But I can never really say no to Queen Alencia. What choice did we have, anyway? You don't have any. And you all did what needed to be done. I'm really impressed. Crimea has become quite strong. Don't talk like such a stranger. The Ground Mercenaries are also from Crimea. You're part of that strength. True. I'm very proud of my homeland. Oh no. You know what they say about having pride in your homeland, Ike? Let's go see Your Majesty. You do have time to speak with her, right? Valtome is just like, Zelgius, you have been a very bad boy today. Yeah, and Zelgius is like kind of getting off to being, verbally degraded. I shall now dispense punishment for disobeying my orders. General Zelgius, do you have anything to say? I would hear your pleas now. I am prepared to face the consequences of my actions. Quite an admirable sentiment, General. I'm just over here imagining, like, they try to behead Zelgius and just the sword just bounces off of his neck because of his freaking defense stat. Like, you do realize there are single-digit number of characters in this game that can actually do damage to this guy, right? Like, even Ike barely does anything to him. Although I imagine you should have thought about the consequences before you abandon your allies. Now, on your knees. It's time for your execution. Goodbye, General Zelgius. Zelgius is very familiar with that situation, with the scenario. Nah, he thinks it's roleplay the entire time. Just. What, Senator? I must ask you to reconsider. To execute a man of General Zelgius's caliber without a trial, it's madness. It's horrible. LaVale, are you questioning a senator? A senator holds the right to punish a prisoner however he sees fit. Oh, I'll make sure to tell our people that the general was cut down in battle after felling hundreds of subhumans. That way the people will not trouble themselves over details that they couldn't possibly understand. You would bury the truth? Do you think the apostles is easily fooled by your lies? Oh, I sincerely doubt the apostle will ever get to hear them. Alright, I waited long enough. Your wait is over as well, Zelgius. Executed. Like, I kinda gave him a look. Like, the animation's very minimalist. That little pause there. This guy is not... He's not okay with this. He's like, dude, are you for real? I don't even know if this sword can go through his neck, but okay. Just writing his own Geneva Convention as he goes. Dude, he paused! guys just over like, alright, this might take a few swings though, because like, he's just cracking his knuckles. Goes through like 8 swords just to kill it. Don't worry, Zolgius. I'll make sure your lands are looked after. Don't be mine, of course. What? Silence, Valtome. All soldiers loyal to Benyon are to stand down immediately. Can I have 8 backup steel blades? Yeah, this is gonna take a while. We're gonna need to crack out the silver ones for this one. Hello, Senator Valtome. You're one of the Holy Guards. The Apostle will be here shortly. Soldiers, sheath your weapons and kneel before the Apostle. What? No, it's impossible. Oh, it's her. No, there's no doubt about it. It's the Apostle. The Apostle is here. My soldiers, I apologize for my sudden disappearance. I am here today to explain things and bring you news from home that is of the utmost importance. My soldiers, listen to me carefully. I never wished for this war. It was started by those who wanted me dead. It was spurred on by their desire to rule Benyon for themselves. This war was the work of the Senate and was organized by Vice Minister Lakeen of Gatos. The Senate wished harm upon the Apostle? No, impossible. How can that be? The Senate... The soldiers, produce your light sticks! Lies, she lies. Do not be tricked, proud soldiers of Benyon. She is not the true Apostle. Ah, I see. Then we are not the real Holy Guards? Is that what you're trying to say? No, this is a farce. She cannot trick us. You're using a fake Apostle to disable the Senate and take over Benyon. Men, we must act. Not vile Sephiroth is their leader. The fact that he's been put in chains is our proof. I will not allow you to disgrace my master's good name. And then Valtome just drops a quiet harder. One more syllable and I shall snap your neck, Valtome. God, you gotta bet that's gotta be real cathartic after just how awful this guy's been. Start to finish. Apostle, words cannot express how good it is to see you alive and well. We've been waiting your turn. Thank you, General Zelgius. You and I have much to discuss. Ah, jeez. Quite the twist that happens there, though. Anyways, that's it for tonight. I know, only about 3.5 hours, but, can't go for too long after all. I have work tomorrow and... the meatballs they call to me. Let's see here. I see Atari is live right now. Playing Monster Hunter Wilds. I think I'll give it 10 minutes. Let's see who's available on YouTube. Yeah, I'll give it to Atari on both YouTube and Twitch. I shouldn't have been joking about that as hard as I was. I couldn't help it. It was too good. It was too good. Anyways, so... tomorrow I'm doing more Splinter Cell. That is all. Oh yeah, we're starting up Splinter Cell Double Agent! Let's go! Let's go! The collapse is... it's approaching. it is approaching very fast. Cause yeah, I've got bad feelings about Splinter Cell Double Agent. I don't know why. I've not heard the best things about it. And honestly, like the like minute that I played it for, just to kind of like make sure it just runs it all. I'm a bit nervous. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So, good night.